Welcome to Tuesday, the 16th of December. In fact, actually, it's the 12th of December, 2023. I'm jumping ahead of myself. My name is Jimmy Bradbury. I help people create online businesses around their passion, their skill set, their hobby. Whatever it is they're interested in, they want to share that knowledge and experience with other people, help those people move forward in their lives and get paid doing it. Something I don't talk about a lot, which I just love to share with you today because I think it'll be very helpful for you, it certainly has been for me, is masterminds. What are masterminds? Why are they so important to your business, whether it's online or offline? And I just want to share with you over the next 5 minutes my take on masterminds. First time I ever heard of masterminds was back in 2018. So that's only 6 years ago, 5 years ago. I was reading a book that was written in 1937 called Think and Grow Rich. If you have ever been in the thought leader world, you've ever been in contact with thought leaders, you'll know how important this book is. And I think for people beyond that, those people that really are diving into how powerful we as human beings are when we use our mind in a way that serves us rather than in a way that it doesn't serve us, which frankly today is probably more apparent than ever before with a lot of the negativity in the world. But anyway, in 2018, I read this book and I was just blown away by it. You know, how much of the success that we can have, and that success doesn't have to be financial success. It can be success in just how we enjoy life, lies within us. The answers that we seek in life all lie within us. And a lot of it has to do how we think, what we believe in, how we feel. And a lot of that I learned in reading the book Think and Grow Rich by Napoleon Hill. But in it, he devotes, and this was written in 1937, in it he devotes a whole chapter to what is called masterminds. How is it a group of people can get together and use those great minds to be able to help each other? And it was the first time I actually ever came across masterminds. Amazing, because I know people talk about this quite freely now. And I think they're one of the most wonderful things I've joined. And my journey started just after I read that book. I looked at what masterminds I could come in. And I just left the corporate world and I'd left a business that actually hadn't worked very well for me, which was unusual. Some of you know my story. But in 2018, I was just starting online. And I got introduced to a mastermind that I really wanted to join. Like, this was from somebody who was like one of the leaders. I'm not going to get into mentioning names, but if you follow my content, you know who this person is. Anyway, I got an opportunity to get into his mastermind, and it was going to cost me $25,000. $25,000. 2018, I was barely making $1,000 online. Barely making $1,000 online. The idea of investing $25,000 in a mastermind, which I'd never been part of before, and not actually earning that kind of money. I'm not going to get into how I managed to just take loans out from just everybody I knew. And I managed to get into that mastermind in 2018, and at the back end of 2018. As I said, I was hardly earning $1,000 online. But I tell you what, the relationships I've built, like I've just literally, one of the reasons why I'm doing this now is because I've literally got off a call with somebody who I first met in that mastermind in 2018. We have a monthly call, and he lives on the other side of the world. So I'm not measuring just the revenue in terms of success, the relationships that I've been able to build. The relationships have just been phenomenal. When you get people around you who are like-minded people, and in 2018, when I joined this mastermind, which I'm still in, there were people so far ahead of me. Not just the guy who was running the mastermind, but the people who were actually in the mastermind were so far ahead of me. The idea of having these people around me was just so good. It really was so good. And one of the things I've learned in the online space is that what you want to do is surround yourself with like-minded people. Surround yourself with like-minded people. If you want to build an online business, don't surround yourself with people who are going to be negative. Don't surround yourself with situations that are going to pull you down. Surround yourself with like-minded people who are going to lift you up. And preferably surround yourselves by people who are 1 or 2 steps ahead of you. That is so important. It really is. I can't overemphasize how important that is. So, number 1, getting people that are around you that you meet at Masterminds, as an example, is a great way to do it. The relationships I've built and the revenue I've generated, I don't talk about that too much. It's more about the relationships. But also now in a phase that I'm going through at the moment, and you know this because if you've been following me, you know how important affiliates are playing in the growth of my online business, and having good affiliates around you. Like having affiliates that you can find, or you can build relationships with over time. Again, a lot of them have come out of my masterminds. You don't get affiliates and just make them affiliates and expect them to, do great things. You've got to build those relationships. And a lot of my affiliates have come out of masterminds, because when you get good affiliates in your team that are surrounding you, you don't need many of them. And compounding effect on the growth of your online business is huge, having affiliates and partners. So a lot of those I met out of masterminds. Relationships, revenue and introductions and referrals they've given me has been huge. So my point really is, if you know people that are running masterminds, the investment, although it's scary, really it is scary. Like I think about this still. When I in 2018, I know the big driver why I needed to get the 25,000, I was only earning 1,000. The reason why is I knew at that moment, something in me, I look back on it now and it's true, but I didn't quite know it at the time, is that if I didn't get into that mastermind in 2018, I probably would have given up my online business. Almost certainly, because it was too hard. It really was too hard. I was getting the courses, I was getting the programs, I was doing the work, but I wasn't making any progress. Like a year into it, literally, and I was making $1,000 online. It just wasn't working for me. And that was the moment I had said I had to roll the dice. I had to get that investment together. I had to get into that mastermind. Once I got into the mastermind, I never looked back. Everything changed for me. I made the connections. I built the relationships. I got the mentoring from the guy that runs the mastermind. And everything then changed after that for me. So if ever you're looking at an opportunity to get into a mastermind, and particularly ones that are run by, people who are out there and who are really leading the field in whatever industry and whatever topic and whatever expertise you're in, go for it. Make the investment. I think one of the things I've learned in life is that we don't invest enough in ourselves. We invest in other things. We invest in property, we invest in cars, we invest in holidays, we invest in boats, we invest in lots of other things. We don't invest in ourselves. And one of the great investments you can make in yourself is to join a good mastermind. So I wanted to share that with you today, wherever you are in the world. If you get that opportunity, go for it. Make the investment, get into them, surround yourself with like-minded people. And I know that you as a person, because I can speak for myself, and you and your business will grow exponentially. And I encourage you to get into a mastermind if you ever find the opportunity. If you want to talk about it with me, what mastermind I should get into, is this a good one, is that one? Obviously, just DM me. I'd love to hear from you. But definitely, if you want to really grow yourself as an individual and grow your business, particularly your online business, get into a good mastermind or two. Wherever you are in the world, have a great day today on Tuesday, the 12th. It is the 12th, not the 16th, the 12th of December, 2023. I'm almost thinking it's nearly 2024. Have a great day, and I look forward to talking to you tomorrow.